What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the reverse discard. Oh, Lee, what's that? It's when a narcissistic person treats you so badly, they make you be the one to break up with them. Like you leave them so they can play the victim later on. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. So the reverse discard happens when a narcissist or a toxic person treats you so badly that you end up being the one that break up with them. Like you leave them. Because that way, if you leave them, the narcissistic person can play the victim and have a reason to move on quickly to someone else. Typically, the narcissistic person has already secured a new person, has already secured new supply and things like that. But they know it would look bad on them if they left you for someone else. So they treat you so badly in the house that you break up with them and they move on quickly, and then they have the excuse, hey, look, they left me. What am I supposed to do? Just sit around and wait for them to take me back? No, I moved on quickly because I need to be happy with myself. An example of this could be like a narcissist or a toxic person, whatever, starts to withhold intimacy from you. Doesn't touch you anymore, doesn't say I love you anymore, just completely disconnects from you emotionally. They will emotionally discard you before they physically get rid of you or before you physically get rid of them. It also allows them to tell the kid that you broke the family. Welcome back. So the reverse discard, making you leave them. It's a narcissistic tactic. Didn't realize my hair was on the mic. Hope y'all didn't hear a scratchy noise. But that is so it happens when a narcissistic person pretty much emotionally discards you. And yet when the emotional disconnect comes, the physical disconnect comes as well. So it goes from emotional to physical to you leaving them. That's when the reverse discard happens. And a lot of times, like they do it because they've either already found somebody to replace you with, or they're just tired and they don't have the strength and the courage, or to break up with you. So they want you to be the one to break up with them, so they can just say, I got my heart broke. My ex, they like totally broke my heart. Or if it's a woman, well, my ex broke my heart. Whatever it is, whoever it is. They can just say that they can play the victim. It allows them to play the victim to the friends and the family. Because guess what? Did you not break up with me? Huh? I can tell everybody I tried my hardest, right? I can say I tried my hardest. I can say I did what I could do. I can say I did everything I could. And nobody knows. Who else knows? Who else knows outside of our household? Who knows how I was treating you other than maybe your friends? You know what I mean? Maybe a friend that you've told. Because typically, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they like to try to stifle or silence. They either try to stifle narcissistic robot resetting, speeding up. Welcome back. No, I just say with narcissistic people, like they can play the victim because they like to keep everything quiet. They don't want you to tell anybody. They want to have a private lifestyle where you keep things to yourself. So typically, no one else will know what's going on inside of your house except for you and that person. So they can be treating you badly behind the scenes, so badly, so much so that you leave them, and they can just tell everybody that you left. Like when my wife left me. Like when she left me a couple years ago, I could have just I had emotionally disconnected from her and physically disconnected from her. I could have easily, I didn't not have a backup supply. And I didn't tell anybody to my brothers or whatever. I could have easily put online, my wife left me, I'm so sad. And I could have just been clapping cheeks from the here to the Kathmandu. You know what I mean? I could have been just doing that because people can play the victim and people feel sorry for you. It allows you to play the victim. You know what I mean? It just really, really does. It just allows you to play the victim to your friends and to your family, to whoever will listen. It doesn't have to be friends or family. Whoever will listen to the narcissist, spit out that psycho babble, the inane babble, whatever they're saying, they will tell it to. If y'all have kids and you break up with them, guess what? They can always say, hey, look, sunny boy and sunny girl, look, I tried my hardest, but I wasn't good enough. So I got a new mommy for you that you're going to meet tomorrow. Like, Dad, you've only been moved out for like 3 days. I know, son, but you shouldn't wait around for love. I'm already in love with somebody else. You see how that works right there? They can tell the kids that you broke up with them, you kicked them out the house. If it's a woman, same difference. You broke up with them, you kicked them out the house, and that's why they moved on so quickly. You tore the family apart. So they discarded you. Technically, they emotionally discarded you. They physically discarded you, but no one knows. You know what I mean? No one, like, you don't know. Like they physically and emotionally discarded you within the house. Because there's no intimacy, there's no emotional connection, there's no more I love yous, there's no more touching, hugging, kissing, there's nothing. Y'all just like literally like roommates that float past, like y'all are like kindred spirits that are haunting the same house. So y'all can't even touch each other. You just talk here and there, or you don't talk at all. You know, but guess what? You break up with them, you're tired, you're frustrated, you break up with them, and then they can just play the victim to literally anybody who will listen. I'm the victim here. I was left. I was broke up with. And they can move on. They can have justification to move on, because is it not the truth that you broke up with me? I can tell people like, look, she broke up with me. Hey, should I wait around and be lonely by myself? Should I do that? You know what I mean? Should I do that? You know what I mean? That's how the world goes when you're dealing with people. When you're dealing with narcissistic people, the reverse discard is a real thing. And I know some people are gonna think like, well, so Lee, what if we don't break up with them? Do what you want to do. If they're treating you terribly, you don't want to be with them anyway. So who cares what they tell people? Like the reverse discard is based on you caring what they tell people too. Like based on you caring. If you don't tell anybody, you move on. Like you break up with them and you move on, just move on. Like y'all have to stop caring what so many people think, because the reputation is everything for a narcissist. That's why they didn't have the strength to break up with you. You mean? So you have to stand in your truth and stand on it. Like if you break up with somebody, just stand on it. Don't take them back, because after the reverse discard happens and they find somebody else, they find a new supply, and their new supply doesn't work out, and they try to come back to you. It looks pre-planned, because you broke up with them. You know what I mean? You expect them to fight for you, expect them to try, but like they with somebody else. The reverse discard, and it works, y'all. It works like a charm. It just does. People are like, that wouldn't work on me. Okay, good for you. It wouldn't work on you, but it works on a lot of people. It works on the woman who left this comment. I'm pretty sure it's working on her. She like, I'm just watching her. Marguerite, what is it? Hilly Marguerite. If you're watching this, I'm watching. I'm just paying attention to you, watching your story. I feel where it's going, but we'll see. I can feel where it's going, because you're asking too many questions. I feel where it's going, so. Keep it to myself. Beep, 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 beep. But yeah, so the reverse discard does happen. But don't let that deter you from breaking up with somebody. If you want to break up with them because they've emotionally and physically disconnected from you, then do it. Yeah, but also just understand that they might move on quickly, because you break up with them. It gives them the pre-planned excuse that you broke up with them, so they can move on quickly. They have an excuse. You broke up with me, right? Yeah, I did. So you broke up with me, right? So I wasn't good enough for you. So why are you worried about who I'm dating now? Gotcha. That's how they rope you back in there. Gotcha. That's how they get you. Gotcha. So the reverse discard is a real thing, and it does happen a lot, y'all. So let me hop off this thing, y'all. It's July 4th. I'm not put on a lot of content today. July 4th. Enjoy your Independence Day. If you're independent from a narcissist, stay strong. Stay no contact if possible. Watch out for the Independence Day Hoover, because they're coming. Goodness gracious. Don't get hoovered on Independence Day, where they invite you to a fireworks show and try to light up your cheeks later on. Don't do that. Anyway, stay safe, stay strong, stay empowered. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, Mental Healness is out. Peace.